Good evening and welcome. We are here on the quest to find 5 of the most overrated sites at the Vivid something. at the Vivid Festival. Sorry, the Vivid Festival here in Sydney. What are your perceptions thus far of the city, and what could be the most irrelevant and most overrated sites of this festival?
I think Melbourne's better.
Insightful. So it is said at this festival that there is much to be excited about lights, water, flame, fire and brightness and glory here in the city at night, here in Sydney. I'm joined here with John, who is our cameraman. And John, look, before we start on this quest... Well, no, he's taking photos,
I'm
mate.
a photo man. I'm a photographer.
We can interview you too. John, what's your expectations going in? Are we expected to see many overrated, irrelevant sites, or are they all meant to be worthy of the people's attention here in Sydney?
Look, I'll be honest, I came yesterday, had a sneak peek. It was alright. A little underwhelming though. There's not enough. All the cool stuff is like behind a big paywall. So the pay to win from game has come into life.
And can we ask where exactly you saw these kind of underwhelming sites?
Darling Harbour.
John, John, is there anything that you want to see in regards to these overrated sites?
I'm hoping to see some drunk guy get arrested. That would be the most interesting. From afar, I don't want to have to deal with it, but you know, just like 5 cops arresting a dude would be cool. That's kind of what I'm here for. Okay,
well, I guess that's what we'll be looking for, other than the lights here in Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you want to be at? Just your perspective? Yeah. No, we're not, brother. No.
We're not serious at all.
Although we've ventured far and wide through the streets of Sydney, we have not yet found the notorious beaver Paris Hilton. Not to be confused with, of course, the Hotel Hilton, iconic to the Sydney landscape. She is yet to be found. We'll find out later this evening. Thank you. So we continue our journey throughout the city of Sydney, and we have bumped into yet another explorer through this tourist industry of the city. Salome is your name, and welcome to our blog. What are you anticipating the most about this Vivid Festival that you are going to be exploring this evening?
Probably the tunnels that we need.
Okay, so the tunnels, yeah. Where have you seen them before? Instagram, yes, the classic light tunnels and LED lights that everyone puts on their profile pictures. What do you think is setting up to be the most overrated site that you've seen in this festival?
I think it's just the random light displays everywhere.
So the unexpected, the ones that kind of just look like a little bit obscure?
Fairy lights.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, there we go. So we've got some insight, and I hear that you're following us around the city, joining our clan that we're collecting as we go through this festival, and we'll hear back from you a little bit later. Thank you. Excellent.
How are you feeling?
Be real.
Feeling great. Excited. Pumped.
Matt, I hear you have some news?
Breaking news here in the city of Sydney. Matt Charleston, famous singer-songwriter and artist, has just picked up 2 extra followers, one of which is an individual extremely drunk, and the other a man who looks like he's from the inner west.
Salome, what do you think about this being someone from the West?
Wait, what?
You are from Western Sydney, and
Yes. I am deeply offended. I'm here to influence the people.
do you feel influenced, sir?
I'm actually influencing the aliens of this planet. This will be broadcast over radio frequencies used by the... Oh, okay.
I'm just a paparazzi. I'm just here to take photos of the influence. This influencer here.
How do you rate your influence so far?
Oh, you should ask my followers.
Well, I just asked them, and it didn't seem very good.
Not these people. Just check my profile.
1837, and Her Royal Highness Queen Victoria has just been sat on the throne after her famous coronation. How are you feeling about the Vivid Festival? Yes, it's quite a fantastic year. Please excuse me, I can't do that bit. So, as we've just mentioned, the coronation has just concluded for Queen Victoria. Salome, what are your thoughts of Her Majesty's coronation this evening?
I have no thoughts.
No thoughts. Breaking news, Salome has no thoughts on what seems to be quite a controversial coronation, as well as a funny one. Yes, it's quite a fantastic... drama in the city of Sydney as the food hub is closed and the starving survivors cannot find food. They're going to have to head north in order to find food to survive. It's the pinnacle of Sydney tourism here at Vivid, the festival here in Sydney. We've got some iconic and legendary tourists here, well known for their influence all across social media. Guys, welcome to Vivid, and it's so good to see you. I'm Matt Charlton from Channel 10. What was your name? Jacinta, so nice to talk to you, and thank you so much for hopping on the blog. What has been the most enjoyable site here at Vivid here in Sydney?
My friends.
Your friends?
Yeah, and the Opera House.
The Opera House is a favourite? So absolutely not a letdown?
No, not at all.
No, what have you seen that's taken your eye on the Opera House?
It's kind of looked like a Supreme and cheese pizza. Yeah.
And we all love a Supreme and cheese pizza, don't we, Australia? And anyway, what about the biggest
Yes, $36 for food.
$36 for food. You hearing that, Vivid Australia? Let's fix that up. Corroboree frog, quite an intricate species native to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. This is specifically as he is a party animal. Many of the females usually go to bed at about 5 p.m. in the afternoon. The male is always looking for a mate at night during one late night party. Alas, there is one female awakening this evening. After having only 3 shots of tequila, she feels like she could be partying too. She enlarges her large bulbous breast to attract a male. And it might be successful. We're now in the warmer climates, and the city and the population is becoming thinner. These particular people are not after a mate. They have detected prey. This prey can only be found in the inner sanctums of the harbour. Science at its pinnacle, at the very centre of it all, is the galaxy. Many planets revolve around electromagnetic fields, as do we. Insightful as this can be, life remains desolate out of this circle. I don't know what else to say.
We're just crossing across from a circular quay into the next spot. They're forcing us to go in a direction, and we're seeing where we're going.
What direction? It also doesn't have my...
What do you think so far, Salome?
I am impressed. I like it. I am a bit confused by the frogs.
Corroboree frog, quite an intricate species.
And here we are in Ugly Harbour, as they call it.
Gotham City, fundamentally known as the town of crime, or some may say, no man's land. So many innocent bystanders will be soon warmed by highly explosive explosions. Do you like my descriptive language there? Are you the man? Are you the man? Are you the man who's famous for the deli in Queensland?
That's correct.
What was your name?
Baxter.
How have you found Vivid so far here in Sydney?
It's spectacular. I've been enjoying everything here. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a particular highlight?
The Sydney Opera House.
Sydney Opera House. What about Sydney Opera House has taken your eye? What have you seen that's taken your eye on the Opera House?
It's kind of looked like a supreme and cheese pizza.
Oh, just the different colours on the tails. What do you call it? It's really I really liked it.
Has there been anything that's been particularly disappointing this evening?
No, I've been quite pleased.
So Baxter, we're using this opportunity here on Channel 10 on the Project 2.0 with Matt Charlson to talk about promote businesses and livelihoods. How are you going to be going next year to the next Vivid and also be promoting your business at the same time? Completely seriously good. Yeah, that one.
We saw a few stalls back earlier, and I was thinking maybe, bring some of my meat.
So get ready for Vivid 2024 as we think about meeting in Vivid for the meet at the Meat by Baxter.
Bro, all this food smells so good. Matt is leaving us.
As we sign out this evening, we are going to catch one more interviewee who is enjoying the time here in Sydney at the Vivid Festival. What is your name and what have you enjoyed about this festival?
My name's Chanel. I enjoyed the freedom I had before this.
And one thing that you have disliked about or found a bit of a underwhelming experience here at Vivid. What have you found?
Ooh. How about being trapped here?
Sorry?
Being trapped here. I was literally...
She really disliked the trapped light show made by the police department.
As you can see, they were so cheap this year, they just got a cop car to put on as lights.
Well, I hope you find more things that you enjoy and more things that you've found underwhelming. In conclusion, thank you so much for tuning into Project 2.0. This, unfortunately, is not just our pilot episode, but also our final one.